Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Artful Creations by Tracy, and today I am participating in a video hop sponsored by Multiplicity Crafts. It is open to both the US and international, so please be sure to check out all the videos in the hop, as well as visit Multiplicity Crafts' Etsy page, where we will be featuring one of her digital images. I will link her shop below, along with a coupon code that is good for a limited time only. The image I will be featuring is called Dropping Leaves Backdrop. After downloading the image, I resized it to fit on an 8.5 by 11 paper and printed it out. I decided that I would use these Tim Holtz Distress crayons to color the entire page. I think I've used these once before, but it has been a while. I thought these would give great page coverage versus using alcohol ink or markers. I was looking for a name, but they don't have a name, so just series of numbers, which I will link below. And here is my entire page completed. You may be thinking, wow, that background, a little crazy, huh? Well, for my project, it'll work out just fine. The great thing about these crayons is all you need to do is color a portion of the paper and then take your finger and rub the rest on. And now I have very dirty fingers. All right, for my next steps, I did off camera. What I did was rescanned my image and then I opened it into Publisher so that I could create 4 smaller images. I wanted to print these out on a napkin, which I already did, and carefully taped down that napkin to a sheet of cardstock for stability. I also let this dry overnight before moving on. And it is important to make sure that your napkin is as flat as possible so that you don't have any creases like I show you here. But all I need is one good image, and the top right actually, is the one I'm going to be working with. What I'm going to do with this image is decoupage it to a mini canvas panel. This is 4 by 4 inches. I already went ahead and painted the background first in case any of the image is transparent. I'll set this aside so I can remove the image from the napkin using a water brush. Now, if you don't have a water brush, you can also use a paintbrush dipped with water. One of the tricks to a soft napkin decoupage is to feather around the image. You'll see what I mean when I apply the napkin to the canvas panel. Now that my image is ready, I will lie it on top of the panel to get an idea for placement. Then I will bring in my Mod Podge. I will be using a satin finish. I will cover my entire canvas with a generous amount. And of course, there are several different methods to lie down the actual image. I attempt to use the plastic saran wrap method here. Doesn't quite work, so then I end up just taking my piece, since it's small enough I can do that, and lying it directly onto my canvas. Now, once I have my napkin in place, I will go ahead and try to carefully smooth out as much as I can, and then I'm going to place another coat of the Mod Podge on top of it, as you will see here shortly. Some people don't mind a few creases in their project. I guess it all depends on the look you're going for. I sometimes don't mind the creases myself. I think it gives it a little character, and so I'm not going to be overly concerned about this, especially on canvases. You have a very textured piece that you're working with. If you're working with glass, something smooth, then obviously you're going to probably want to make sure that you get a nice, crisp, uncreased look. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay down the top coat again of the Mod Podge, and then you're going to let this dry completely before you do anything further to it. The next thing you're going to want to do is to remove any of the excess pieces off the bottom of the canvas. I have this little tiny nail file. Actually, it's not a nail file, just a file, a crafting file that I've had for years, and I'm just going to gently walk it around the edges to remove those loose pieces, as you see me doing here. And then they'll just peel off very gently. Now, I did lay my image a little crooked, not really bad, but I figured that I would add some of this Rusty Hinge Distress ink around edges to give it a little more character. Once I do that, I'm not going to be done just yet. I also thought it needed a little something more. And what I found were these wonderful fall leaves that I have had in my stash. And I figured they would be perfect just to add a few to the sides on the top and the bottom. Then once these dry, I will end up adding a few more elements, and then here we are. So what do you think? Remember, you could make this any size you'd like. Use it as a decoration on your mantle, or you could add a few magnet strips to the back to hang it on your fridge. I love using digital art to create things. There are so many possibilities. Thank you for watching, and if you like my video, I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel. Have a really blessed day.